everyone, thank you for joining me on today's activity. My name is Shirley and I'm from Connections for Children, and today we are going to make our own wild animal paper plate mask. So if you were able to pick up a bag at the library, this is the activity that we will be doing. If you didn't, that's fine. The instructions will be posted there so you know what materials we will be using today. So for the materials, I'm going to be using a paper plate, some construction paper, depending on what animal you're gonna do, it would be the color you're gonna use. I'm also gonna need a glue stick, some crayons, a popsicle stick, and this was not included in your bag, but if you have scissors, feel free to use them, with adult supervision, of course. If not, that's fine. You don't need scissors to do this activity. So for this activity today, you can choose from any of the masks in this picture or anything you want to make. I'm going to be making a lion today. So for my paper plate, feel free to use any side that you'd like. I'm going to use the back part of the plate as my front. So this is going to be my lion's face. Again, feel free to use any materials that you have at home, and any colors as well. Make it your own, make it fun, make it yours. And to start, I am going to paint my paper plate. So I'm going to use some crayon, orange crayon, and a marker. So I'm going to start making my paper plate, and I'm going to color it orange. The whole thing orange. But yeah, depending on what animal you'd like to make. I know we gave materials to do a leopard, a giraffe, a zebra, a lion. But if you have another animal in mind, feel free to do it too. And as we're coloring our paper plates, or if you're painting it, or if you just want to leave it white, that is completely fine. I want to share some facts about lions with you. Did you know the lion is the second largest cat in the world? Yes, the lion is considered a cat. So, what do you think the first type of cat, the largest, is? So the largest type of cat is a tiger. So tigers beat lions. But there's so many different cats at home. Maybe some of you guys might have cats at home, right? And as we're coloring, we are using different colors, right, in our paper plates. And as you color, you can see different textures. So as I'm coloring with the marker, I could see different shades of orange. And so one fun thing about lions is you can distinguish a male lion from a female lion with its mane. And I'm not sure if some of you guys know what the mane is, but the mane is that fur around a lion. So if you've ever seen a lion, if you see a mane, so like this is their mane. So this determines that this lion is a male. And the female lions, which are called lionesses, they don't have that. So if you ever see a lion, that's how you can tell if it's a male or a female. And depending on their mane, that's how you know if it's an older lion or a younger lion. So if the lion has a darker mane, that's the way you know that it's an older lion. And lions have a different time span, a lifespan of between 10 or 15 years. But again, it varies depending on their health, right? Their nutrition, and all the outside things that affect the lions. And just like us, right, we love to eat. Well, lions are carnivores, so they eat meat, but they also eat vegetables. So that's why they eat grass, because the grass helps them with their digestive system. Something like our vegetables, right? Vegetables keep us feeling better, they're healthy for us, and they're really delicious too. Okay, I'm still coloring my paper plate orange. How are you guys doing? Feel free to enter in the chat any thoughts, any comments, anything you'd like to share as well. Maybe you guys have some really cool facts about lions. Or maybe you've seen a lion at the zoo, at the safari. Feel free to share. Okay, I'm almost done finishing my lion. So this one I was using an orange marker. And as you can tell, it's different shades, but it's really cool. So if anyone else is doing a lion, are you going to do a male lion or a female lioness? Okay. And so for the next part, I am going to draw the lion's face. So I'm going to draw the eyes, and I have a brown crayon. So I'm going to use a brown crayon to draw his eyes. So for the eyes, I am going to make circles for his eyes. What shapes are you guys going to use for your paper plate mask? You can use oval shapes or round shapes. You can even use triangle shapes, right? And make it yours. So I'm making his eyes brown and I'm doing circles. And my lion needs a nose, right? He needs a nose. So I'm going to use the shape of a triangle to make his nose. I'm using crayons for this step, but feel free to use your construction paper if you have some. And you can make that shape and use your glue stick as well. We wanted to make sure that you had different materials to make it different, make it your own, make it fun. So I'm using a triangle as his nose, and then I'm going to connect his mouth. Okay, so as you can see, this is my lion's face. And then my lion needs his whiskers, right? So for his whiskers, I'm going to actually use some of my construction paper, and I'm going to use my scissors to make his whiskers. So for his whiskers, I'm going to use the brown color. And I'm going to try to make some strips. So I'm just cutting some of my construction paper with the scissors and some strips. But if you don't have scissors, you can also tear your construction paper, right? So you can either fold it as if you were making a paper fan. So you kind of just fold it and you can just rip the strips, right? It doesn't have to be straight. It can be fun. It could be yours. And make it unique. Look at that. That could be his whiskers too. So I'm going to use my glue stick to glue some of his whiskers on the side. And for those of you guys that are doing a male lion, right, he needs his mane. So if you guys are going to do his mane around it, you can use different color construction paper, or maybe you can cut the paper plate, right? Cut it on the sides and make that effect of his mane and his hair. So I'm gonna put 3 whiskers on each side. So I need 2 more. I'm gonna use my scissors to cut the rest of this piece that I had made to add 2 more whiskers on the other side. And remember, you can do it as you'd like. So this is how it's turning out. And so since I'm going to do a male lion, I'm going to make sure to make some of his hair on the side, the mane. And I'm going to use both orange and yellow to do that. And remember, for this one, I am going to actually tear. So I'm going to fold it as if I was folding a paper fan. If anyone's made a fan before, you kind of just fold it and then you twist, you turn it around so it can make that effect. Could be fun and easy. Maybe you can ask your parents to help you, maybe a brother or sister or just any adult that's available. They can help you also with this fun activity. And they can make their own as well, right? I'm going to tear this. As you can see, I just teared it. And I'm going to tear my strips as well. These are pretty long, right? So I'm going to be using halves to use it and to fill both sides up. So I'm going to tear it with construction paper. The cool thing is that it's pretty soft, so you can tear it, and especially since we fold it, it's easier to tear, as you can see. And the fun thing is it kind of leaves it with different shapes, right, on the sides, which gives it that effect of the hair. Like our hair, right? Not all the hair is the same size. I mean, when we get a haircut, we do get it, but it changes, right? There's some hairs that are longer than others. Okay, so I'm just finishing tearing this up, and then I'm going to use my glue stick to add it all around. Okay, I'm just gonna finish this side as well. And I folded both the orange and the yellow together. That's fine, that's actually cool. I folded the yellow and the orange together to make it easier, but feel free to use one at a time and do that. And remember, if you don't have glue, but you have tape or something else, feel free to use that. And I'm just gonna glue around the back of my paper plate and see how much I can cover with these papers that I shredded. And if you have more, feel free to use them too. And I'm going to alternate colors. So I'm going to do yellow, orange, yellow, orange, yellow, orange. I love these colors. They're so beautiful and bright. And like I mentioned, so another other tips about fun facts about lions. Lions are very social, meaning they love friendships, right? So they walk in packs, which are called prides. And their prides can consist of 13 members up to 14 members. And again, these members could be family members, maybe their moms, uncles, brothers, or just different lions. And they all walk together. And did you know the male lions are the ones that protect the family? So they stay home protecting the family. And the female lioness, they're the ones that go hunting. So yeah, they're the ones that go hunting. And lions are very strong. Their paws are very, very strong. And their nails are very sharp, right? So when they have to fight, their claws very sharp. But lions are pretty incredible animals. And that's why I chose to make my paper plate lion today. So as you can see, my lion is done. So I'm just going to finish it up with adding my popsicle stick. And here it is, my lion paper plate mask. And I finished putting my popsicle stick on it. But thank you so much for joining me. I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed this activity. For those of you that did obtain a bag, feel free to do a second paper plate mask. We did provide an extra plate and construction paper for you.